Rams and the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's third down.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bryson Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Washington 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Gibson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Hayes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Off the play fake, Hayes. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Hayes. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Claypool. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Back look to throw here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
These two teams all tied after one. Second and 15. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 34, 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On second down, here's the option. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
No gain on.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. once we hit halftime, as we do all season. We'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from game. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
At the Rams' 19-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Hayes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
This is what you call a rookie mistake. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Hayes. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It is good.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st down, Hayes forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hayes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And That will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jordan Reed has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Complete.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
There on the tackle.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Showed up.
Looking to throw. Hayes. And that's complete to Jesse James. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap, but it's hard.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
throw on second down. Hayes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just didn't find anyone.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Robbie Anderson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing after the interception. Hayes steps away to his left. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Washington.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
to throw. Hayes, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Complete.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught by Cup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 for the 19. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And it will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.